This is a problem from section 3.4, problem similar to your homework. Here we have 36 ages of acting award winners already sorted for us, and they want us to find a couple of things. One, they want us to find the percentile corresponding to the score of 77. And then after that, they want us to find the number or the age or the score that is in the 80th percentile. So let's do the first one, and here is the corresponding formula that we need. To find the percentile of a value of x, we have to have the numbers sorted, and we find all the numbers that are less than the value of x. In this case, x is 77 for our first problem. And then we divide it by the total number of values and simply multiply that by 100. So let's do that. We have a 77. So there's 36 awards here, and then so it looks like there are going to be the first three rows is 30, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There are 34 numbers that are less than 77. There are 34 numbers less than 77. And then we want to divide this by the total number of numbers that we have, which is 36. And then after that, we want to multiply this by 100. And so let's punch this into our calculator and see what we get. We're going to get 34 divided by 36, and then let's multiply that by 100. And then we see that we get 94.44. So let's say 94.4 percentile. So there's several ways to express this. We can actually type in the word percentile, or we can use the percent sign with an ILE as in percentile. So either way I think would work. I'm going to keep my number or my answer as this percentile. Alright, so that's the first one. The next one is to find the number in the 80th percentile. If we have 100, we just look at the 80th number, and so we don't have 100. So what we need is this thing called a locator, and it helps us locate the value that we're looking for. Let's type in the locator here, and our locator is going to be k, which is the 80th percentile, divided by 100, and then we're going to multiply this by the number of numbers that we have, which is 36. Let's find this number in our calculator. So it's 80 divided by 100 times 36, and then if we look at that, it's 28.8. Now this is not your answer. This helps us find the place. Now there is a number chart or a flow chart in page 116 of your textbook that talks about how to interpret this value L. Let's see if we can get a copy of that flow chart. This is your flow chart. Let's take a quick look. We compute our L, and then we take a look at if L is a whole number. If L is a whole number, then we follow this. L in our case is 28.8, so it's not a whole number. And here we round up, regardless, not round off, but up. In this case, it's 28.8. We round up to 29 in our case. So even if it's 28.2, we're still going to round up to 29. So that's the up part. So I'll say round up to 29th, and this is 29th position because this is a locator. So we're looking at the 29th position. So we just look at the numbers over here. This is the 10th, the 20th, the 30th, and this is the 29th right here. So this is our 29th position, and then we can make a conclusion here. So the value or the age of 70 is in the 29th position. So this is our value that we're looking for. So we can conclude that age of 70 is the 80th percentile. Okay, so this is our response. We want to make sure that you use these formulas correctly and appropriately and know when to use them. So to wrap it up, when we're looking for the percentile of an X value, a value in our data set, we use this formula. We look at the number of values less than x divided by the total number of value times 100, and this gives us our answer as a percentile. On the other hand, when they give us a percentile and they want us to find the number in that particular percentile, we use the locator, and then we locate the value, and remember, whatever you get in your locator you round up, and then that gives you the position. So the position tells you how far to go in your list. That should be in sorted order, how far to go in your list to get to that position, and this number is going to be the number in the given percentile. Okay? Alright, I hope that helps.